Hey you guys, it's just me. We are on a solo trip. So I had to go over to the post office and I thought, well, I have a little time to kill before I have to get my kiddo from school. So I'm going to pop into these local little thrift stores. I've done pretty good here in the past. Actually, just the other day, when I wasn't filming, of course, I found like 3 or 4 pieces of Fenton. So I'm going to go in here, I'm going to film, but listen, if I have to do a voiceover, don't come for me, okay? Because this one plays gospel, like to the heavens above, and then the other one's like filming in a library, okay? So don't come for me. Anyways, let's go in there and go shop. All right, you guys, when I went in here, I first noticed this wired piece of art. Usually it's done with thread, so I was pretty impressed. And then I looked up and I saw this. Oh my gosh, she's beautiful. She's like that verdigris. She's very heavy. So I took her down so I could show you guys the price and stuff. She needs a little bit of cleaning, but she's going to be a piece of home decor in my house. She's lovely. So I had to quickly get a cart because I wasn't carrying her beastly self around. Loved the gumball machines. I used to keep one in my kitchen. And what did I have in there? I think marbles. That's what I had in there when I had like a really big marble collection. So anyways, I'm just kind of peeking around. They told me they were going to do a price increase in here. So I was like comparing prices. Like, why was that $3 and this is only $7? You know what I'm saying? Because in this thrift store, I used to be able to get stuff. It would be like 25 cents, 15 cents, 4 for $1. So I'm just kind of like looking like, yep, they are increasing some prices. You know, I love to look at baskets. Everywhere I go, I look at those darn baskets. Imagine this right here with like one of those big crystal balls or like a big paperweight on it. That was the base to like a larger size like punch bowl or something, but that would have looked great with, I saw this big giant one with bubbles the other day for like 25 bucks. It would have been so perfect for that one. You could put it out any time of the year or at Christmas, no, Christmas, Halloween, darn it. Put it out at Halloween and that would have been great. These little Asian teacups are still here. That's a good price. I was trying to figure out what this guy is, but they had the sticker right on the bottom, and their stickers stick like really well, so I would have ripped it in half. This is a Family Dollar piece that came out around the fall. So I'm glad they charged less than that original price sticker, because you know darn well if that was Goodwill, it would have been like $15. And I couldn't figure out what this is. It almost looks like DIY handcuffs. I can't explain them. Does anybody know what those are? So these are always pretty cool to look at. Back in the day, this used to be like a thing, and people would get these busts made of their children, or the grandparents would get them as gifts and they'd be made of their grandchildren. So that's why they always look so different, because they were like, a lot of the times, actual children from back in the day. So this box is broke. It's been here a minute, but it's cool, but it's broken, I think. I think the hinges were broken on that one. Now this elephant right here is pretty neat. We had a bunch of these at one time. We got them from somewhere, I think maybe like Goodwill or whatever, and we sold all of them. This is really neat. This was 25 bucks. Now this store, I don't get a signal, so it's hard for me to look anything up, but it was a cool old clown cookie jar. And I'm showing you here this brand, this Waring brand. This is the brand to look for when you're at the thrift store for reselling. It sells pretty well, but that was already like 25 or 30 bucks. Those are cute. I always love to get little tchotchkes like that. And this, I just love this. I love the transfer wear on these kinds of things. Even though it's blue, I'm not really like a dusty blue type of girl, but I just love transfer wear. There's something about it. If those football cups wouldn't have been so much, I would have grabbed them. These are so stinking cute. Oscar the Grouch, Cookie Monster, Big Bird. They were $5 a piece. I was trying to like look at the tags to see their years. But again, I can't look it up in this store. And you'd have to keep going in and out, and setting your stuff down or parking your cart or whatever. So I was contemplating it, but now that like I'm editing this video, I can like maybe look them up and remember what they look like. And I always wanted one of these little head Barbies where you could do their hair. Okay, check the Lion King stuff because certain Lion King toys do well, especially the original one, and especially when that new Lion King movie was being re-released. But some of them do pretty good. That's a cute little chicken. Little chickadee chicken. Now this section I always check because I found a couple of 90s diaper bags. Yes, diaper bags that I sold for a few $100s. And here's Alf. He was a Burger King toy, if I remember correctly. That's back when fast food places gave you some really cool stuff. I remember getting the VHS tape of Fievel Goes West from like McDonald's. A whole VHS tape, like a whole tape. And now, oh my gosh, the kids don't even want their toys. This was pretty cool. This is from Masters of the Universe. This is the Battle Cat, but it was 20 bucks. And then we have this really cool Bob the Alien over there that I look at that I wanted to get for Aaron, but look at it. Isn't that cool? It looks like a gummy worm, but 15 bucks. And I don't know. I just can't. Like I said, if it was a little cheaper, not being able to look it up, I would risk it. She was cute. Do you remember what those smelled like? I'm sorry. I totally showed her rear end here. No, sorry. I tuck her dress back in her legs before I go. Sorry about that. Little Cabbage Patch lady. 1982. Very cool. But I do remember the smell of them and the strawberry shortcakes. I remember the smell of those too. The problem is this building is all metal. Look, there's my girl back there. It's all metal and I can't look anything up. I have to walk outside every single time. So I didn't take a chance on a couple of the items that you saw in there, like that clown cookie jar. Like that might have been something. But at $25 and it's a bigger item, you know, maybe if it would have been like 12 bucks or something. So I left that there. That, however, is going in my house. Okay. So that's where she's going. And I did end up getting those 2 vintage hats. I picked up a vintage hat here the other day for the same price, and I have it listed in our eBay store. One was kind of questionable, you know, looked like the, what is that called? The brim of the hat, or the bill, or whatever you want to call it, was kind of wonky. But for 75 cents, I mean, I can lot it with the other hat, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, let's go check the other thrift store. It's so hot outside. So this is the store that's like talking in a darn library. It's so quiet. And I usually have Bianca with me to make it seem like, you know, I'm not completely Looney Tunes and I'm not talking to myself. So that's part of the reason we're doing this voiceover. I really like this piece. It's probably from Hobby Lobby, and it's $30 in this thrift store. So I left that right there. There was this up here too. This also has a big honkin' chip, and it's $6. Yeah, no. So I did go over to the mug section. I guess I didn't get some of this footage, but I was trying to focus on the price tag of this mug that I'm going to get for 50 cents. It was an artist in the 90s. I saw a set of 3 or 4 or something like that that sold okay. But I didn't see that one singly sell, so I figured for 50 cents I would give it a little shot. I did take a peek at these. These didn't have a price tag on them, and they're a little too plain for my taste, so I ended up leaving those there for someone else. And I don't think I found much else. I did see the Spud Mackenzie glass, but they want $5 for that one glass, and I don't even think it sells for that, so I left that there too. Alright, that was a miss. So I ended up getting, actually they are, the Publix that's over here donates. So like when you purchase something, if they get bread for the week, you can pick like whatever bread they have. And I'm like, okay. So I got the Cheesecake Factory bread with my little purchase. I got some, they had a brand new, you know those Christmas tree car air fresheners? They had those for 50 cents. So I grabbed a few of those because those are like $3 a piece. And I got that pig mug that was for 50 cents because I saw a set of 3, I'll pop it up on the screen, that they were selling, I think it was 3 or 4 for $55, but there wasn't a sold one. So for 50 cents, I thought I would take the chance. So that's it, and I got my girl back there. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. You can always find something in a small town, little thrift store. You know, you just gotta dig, man. You gotta dig. So make sure you leave your comments and stuff down below. Leave your thumbs up, and I'll talk to you in another video. Wait, one more thing. Don't forget to go subscribe to House on Noble. New videos over there weekly. Okay, now, bye.